So that was not where and they say no takedown, they reversed it.
The IU crowd chanting Butler's name, but they do not receive the call that they sought.
And Joey Butler's waving him back on the mat. He said, let's wrestle, I'm ready to go. You feel the energy in this building, Andrew?
Absolutely. Butler's won the body language contest. Can he win the wrestling contest with Gavin Brown?
He's got 30 seconds to do it. He's chasing hard. Brown clinging on. He's diving in. They're out of bounds.
Funky position, but as you mentioned, outside the circle, and we reset.
Joey Butler's looking for that outside step, high C. He's trying to bait Gavin Brown into it. There's a stall call. It's not going to matter. Oh, Joey Butler's in. He's in this single. Can he shove it and get up to his feet? 15 seconds.
He's got one ankle. Can he grab two in 10 seconds? Joey Butler, does he have the three?
Oh!
He has the three! He did it!
Wow, one foot in!
Joey Butler's gonna win it!
Wow!
And the IU crowd is elated! Joey Butler hypes him up! At 149, the Indiana Hoosiers have a win, and a ranked upset for Joey Butler at the end of the season.
What a finish for Joey Butler! He was in so many times that he finally got in that last one. Got that single, shoved it, found that far leg, had to power through, and he did it! Joey Butler, another upset to add to his resume in a big spot.
That matters for Joey Butler and his individual performance tonight and throughout the season, but that matters arguably a whole lot more to the contest right here against Purdue. Indiana leads 8-7 after 4 matches. Indiana sends it back to their back line in a spirited, competitive game so far, Quincy.
Absolutely. Both teams not giving an inch. Indiana did allow the 2 penalty corners, but was able to stave them off very effectively. And they just have to sort of tread water in this first half. And I think the goal for this Hoosiers team would be get it to the half at least tied if you can.
Absolutely. This Iowa team very threatening, as here is another opportunity offensively that is diffused by the Hoosiers. But Iowa, top 3 in the Big Ten in goals per game, shots per game, and shot percentage. And along with Northwestern and a few others, certainly one of those teams that is most capable of scoring on a given possession.
They had 3 goals in both their games against the Hoosiers in the regular season, winning 3-2 and 3-1.
It's like omens in for Glasper for the Hoosiers. And play will continue as we approach the 11-minute mark in the first quarter. Maichi Hahen with it, a whistle, and it will remain with the Hoosiers. Ricky in for Thelia Arroyo Cabazudo. And an ill-advised pass will sail out of bounds, and Iowa will obtain possession.
Ricky is someone that you sub in when you're looking for offense if you're the Hoosiers. 6 goals and 4 assists for the junior.
Hawkeyes settling with it on the back line as Indiana attackers approach. Dangerous opportunity for a turnover inside the circle. There's a whistle and it'll stay with the Hawkeyes. But Indiana, heat-seeking missiles towards the ball, looking for opportunities to create turnovers and steal a goal early. The first 5 minutes are going to be so important in this game and have been so important. And across the board, Indiana looking for opportunities to contest Dion Van Alsem, who has been incredible for Iowa all year long. And Iowa, one of these offenses that's just fantastic and so threatening, especially in transition and across the board. If you allow them any room, players like Dion Van Alsem are going to be able to punish. And here's an example of that with the ball loose in front of the cage. Looked like a whistle in a penalty corner. Iowa will have a chance.
Yeah, Van Alsem is someone that you're going to have to stop. The junior from the Netherlands with 26 goals and 54 points in the regular season. Might be the most prolific offensive player in the NCAA.
Certainly one to look out for in this game as well. Most goals overall in the Big Ten, as you mentioned. Had a goal versus Indiana in each game and had 3 versus Ohio State, a hat trick in the overtime road win. That was their last regular season contest. Dion Van Alsem, incredibly dangerous, and she'll be one of the Hawkeyes looking to knock this ball through on this penalty corner opportunity. It's inserted, fielded by the Hawkeyes, and again deflected by the Indiana defense. The Indiana defense has just been spectacular on the 3 penalty corner opportunities that the Hawkeyes have employed. And the Hoosiers remain alive once again, but they're not out of the woods yet, as there will be yet another penalty corner opportunity.
Yeah, they tried to drop it right to Van Alsem, but the Hoosiers pouncing out of the net, got to the ball first.
And it's inserted. Van Alsem with it. Van Alsem looking for space. She's found it, and there's a whistle. Quincy, did you see the call?
Looks like it's just going to be another penalty corner upcoming with too much contact on Van Alsem.
And that's a dangerous situation. Van Alsem with open space, with a clear path towards the cage. And the Hoosiers are fortunate that she was not able to slap that one in. Van Alsem with it again. She slaps this one forward, and that's a goal. Iowa takes the lead very early. We were just discussing Dion Van Alsem, and she is the one to knock the first goal through and put the first score on the board. The Iowa Hawkeyes lead 1-0 on Deborah Tobias Field in the Big Ten Tournament quarterfinals.
Gerkey on the left wing. She works to the Big Ten logo, her favorite spot, pulls up for a mid-range J, and it's good.
Such a crafty scorer, finds ways to get space and knocks down shots, and they're going to need her to.
Here's Brown, the hot hands, working inside against Makaleski. It's a charge. Anytime you see an Indiana player crash to the floor with the whistle, you look for a call like that, and Indiana will steal a possession.
Yeah, another strong drive. This time it was by Brown, and I think she actually doesn't get the favorable call. It looked like Beaumont was still sliding as well. Michigan State is really pushing the issue, trying to get to the cup, draw help side defenders, and even force Indiana into foul trouble. They've already picked up 3.
Beaumont faces a soft press, sneaks past it to Caffey. Caffey now, Makaleski, quick fire triple is just off back iron and rebounded by Noyon. Good offensive rebound from her. Caffey now works inside, seeking space. She's on the right wing, handing it off to Makaleski. Nope, not quite. She will head under the basket herself, kick it out to Beaumont. Beaumont left corner triple is good.
That's where she's really improved her game, is stepping up as a reliable catch-and-shoot shooter and knocks down her first one tonight.
All tied up at 11, 5:19 to play in the first quarter. Here's Sotelo with it. Now to Jones. Jones back up to Brown. Brown travels on the way to the Big Ten logo, looking for a mid-range jumper. It's another turnover.
It's a little too quick with the step. She was looking to attack, had a little bit of a space from Beaumont, thought she was thinking about shooting it as well. Ends up taking that extra step, and another turnover for Michigan State, their second.
The turnover battle, as you alluded to earlier, certainly a point of contention for Indiana. They're up 2-0 in that category so far in this contest. Makaleski has the top of the key. She finds Beaumont on the left wing. She works off a screen from Noyon, back to the top of the key. Now to Caffey. Caffey top of the key. Now Gerkey left wing. Gerkey surveys her options, passes up a deep shot. She works inside, racing downhill, pulls up for the mid-range, up under and good.
There's such a threat with her three-point shot that you have to play up on her, and she's so shifty and quick, gets to the mid-range jumper and finds a way to score.
Expanded her game in a multitude of ways since last season. She's been such a tool of productivity offensively for Indiana. Brown has it on the right wing for Michigan State. She feeds Van Sluten inside. Van Sluten chisels inside, works past Noyon, up under and good, underneath the basket, around and down. 13-13, all tied up, 4:17 to play in the first quarter. Here's Caffey crossing the timeline to Makaleski, and now Gerkey left wing. She works off a screen from Noyon. Similar action to last time. Whips it to Beaumont. Beaumont, corner triple, rims out, rebounded by Michigan State. Michigan State pushes the pace, but doesn't quite have numbers. Here's Jones working downhill once again to the basket. Contact, but she sneaks the bucket in. No whistle, 15-13 Michigan State.